Hey, good morning, everyone. Can anyone confirm audible or not?
Yes, good morning.
So yesterday, where we stopped? Yesterday, we created like one Node.js application. Na? Just we created Node.js application. We discussed about how the application is looks like each and every file and folder. We discussed right. What is the purpose? Yes, no. So let me open our workspace folder. Yesterday's one. This is the one, right? Yeah. So let me ask some questions first. Yesterday, what we discussed. So the requirement is like what? Okay, just I need one endpoint. Okay, which is used to take the data from the databases. Like SMS is my database. It's like a MongoDB database. In the MongoDB, I have one deep database, SMS school management system. Inside that one, there is a students collection is there. In the students collection, there has 50 documents are there. Just I want to get those documents. That is the requirement. The actual requirement is that one. Okay. If anyone given this requirement to you as a developer, first what you will have to do? Okay. It's like somebody given the requirement to you. It's like from scratch, I want to develop them. First, if you want to create a node application, or if you want to work with any javascript related okay applications like Angular, React, Node, Vue, whatever it is, first in your mission node package manager is there or not there, you can check it. If it is not there, just you can install the node software. Once it is done, if it is like React application, you can go with the React application related commands you can run to get the skeleton. If it is like an Angular related commands. If it is like a Node.js, okay, Node with Express, this command you can run it. First of all, this command is there or not there, you can check it. If the Express is not there, just you can install npm install Express generator. Once it is done, okay, just you can create your application. How we can create an application? Express your application name. That's it. Once it is available, okay, create an application. Just run Express, okay, your application name. Just you can write any name, you can put it. Your app name, you can put it. Okay. And yesterday we discussed about okay how to run your JS file also. Okay, by using node command, we can run the JS file or not. What is the difference between node and node mon? Means node mon, it's a kind of live reloading. If you made any changes, the new changes is going to okay compile and it is going to give the output to us. Okay. The next thing is like we discussed about okay the module imports and exports. Also we discussed the ES6 below how the module syntax is looks like import to export to default to something like that. ES6 okay, ES6 onwards, ES6 below we have module.exports and requires the require method is there. So up to here we discussed or not. Okay, come to this application wise. Once you created an application, here there is multiple files and folders are there. Okay, one is like package.json. I already told to you this is the file not only for Node, any JS related applications, this file is like common. What this file contains means all your application dependencies. My application is depending on which libraries, those libraries you can see here. So in the package.json, you can find like, okay, multiple sections. One is like dependency section, dev dependency section, and peer dependency section also. Okay. Now there has one more section which is related to scripts, which is used to start your application. Start your application. Now, whatever you mention, the libraries in the package.json, it doesn't mean like downloaded in your application. If you want to download whatever the libraries you mentioned, if you want to download whatever the libraries you mentioned in the package.json, you have to run one command called as npm install is the command. If you run the npm install command, okay, it is going to perform like three things, three checks it is going to do. One is like whenever you run npm install command in one folder, in that folder first it is going to check for package.json. In that folder first it is going to check for package.json. Once the package.json is there, it is looking for dependencies or dev dependencies or peer dependencies section. Once those also there, okay, they are going to download those libraries and place in your application by creating one of the folder called as node underscore modules folder. By creating one of the folder called as node underscore modules folder. Instead of node underscore modules folder. Done. So whenever you run npm install node modules folder created as well as package log.json also created, it is going to lock your versions. No need to change, no need to touch anytime package log.json and node module section. The next one is like bin. In the bin folder, there is a www file is there. This file is going to run, okay, to start your application. Now see here, node. Okay, two ways you can run the application. One is like by using two ways you can run the JS file. One is like node, another one is like node man. I want to prefer like node mon. Just I want to run the node mon by using. The next one is like public. Okay, whatever the public items are there, you can put it. Okay, without any authorization, directly we can access. Okay, images, maybe JavaScript, maybe styles, maybe like that. The next one is like view section. To prepare the templates, we are going to use these views. Okay, this is equals to in your markup language html. Okay, the extension is like .html. We are going to create h1 tag, h2 tag, pre-tag. If it is like a jsx, we are going to use in react to prepare the templates. If it is like a node.js, if you want to create a templates, then you can go with these jade files. Okay, the next one is like app.js. In the app.js, if you observe, okay, this is the root file. You can say here you created an application. In the application, remaining all items are like what, added or registered or not. So finally the app is this one. In my app, okay, all you can register. Now see here, the view section I registered, public section I registered, router section I registered, everything I registered here or not. So finally I want to run this app. So I exported this app. Okay, see, so far I didn't write single line of code also. Okay, I exported this app, not me. Okay, this is already skeleton. We exported this app. That app you imported here by using ES6 below syntax required. Once I have an app, okay, you have created like a one port number. You created like one server. In that particular server, okay, just they run, okay, your application with this port number. Now, if it is like success, this callback is going to execute. If it is like a failure, this callback is going to execute. So this is the way you can start your application. This is the way you can start your application. Now the final section is like a routes. So actually we are going to work on this particular routes section only. Now today's discussion is about this routes folder. Now let's go to our yesterday's workshop. Go to the workshop, and we created like one file, right? Okay, one image I mean. Okay, so let's go to this end-to-end image. Let me open this one in the paint. Okay, now if you observe this particular image, if you observe this particular image, now see, now this is my node application already I created. This is my node application I already created. Now my backend application, you can say node is like a backend application. Okay, we are going to use, okay, the technology to write our business logic is like a JavaScript. So far in the past, the JavaScript files run in browser, but if once the node is okay introduced to the world, my JavaScript files run outside the browser also. My node provides you an environment to run the JS file outside the browser. So now this is not the browser, this is my server application, okay, which is not running in the browser, it is running in one server. Okay, now my node server, you can say it's provide an environment. Okay, now my node application is going to connect with what? My node application is going to connect with my database or not to perform some operation as per my requirement. Just I want to retrieve the data from the database. Now tell me, my application is running in my local host. In my local host 2020 is the port number or not? My application is running local host 2020 is the port number. Now, this particular application connected with whom? This is the server application, right? Who is going to communicate with this application? Actually, who is going to communicate with this application? My client applications, right? My backend application is connected with client applications or not? We have different client applications over there. Okay, one is like, okay, Angular application you can create. Another one is like React application you can create. Another one is like Vue application you can create. Any kind of application you can create. That is not an issue. Yes or no? Okay, so if it is like a server side application, if my client wanted to connect with the server side application, what mandatory inputs are required to my client application? what mandatory inputs are required to my client application. There has two mandatory inputs are required. One is like URL, another one is like what, request method or not. Yes or no? This URL and request method who supposed to be provided to my clients. This URL and request methods who supposed to be provided to my clients. My URL and request methods who supposed to be provided, my server side guy or not. Why? Because yesterday I already told you. For example, you are like a client side guy, I'm the server side guy. If you want to talk directly with me, first of all, you need, okay, the address where I'm residing or not. Yes, no? Okay, that address who has to tell? I am the person has to tell, then only, right, you can come and talk with me. So the same way, if my client wanted to talk with the server side application, my server side application where it is running, my client don't know by default. So my server side application where it is running, this guy knows. This guy has to share that information where my server application is running to my client or not. So this particular URL is enough to communicate with the server application from my client? Means no, there has one more mandatory input is required. That is like what, request method or not. There has multiple request methods over there. Those also decided by the server side guy only or not. There has a get, put, post, delete, okay, options like that. There has multiple request methods over there. Now, how my server side guy decides the request method means, okay, based on the DB operation. Who perform the DB operations? Tell me. Client side application or server side application? Directly connect with whom? Okay, connect with the DB. Who connected with the DB directly?
server.
Server side guy or not. So based on the DB operation only, my server side guy is going to decide the request methods. If my operation is like retrieving operation, it is like a get request. If the operation is like insert a new record, it's a post. If my operation is like update, either put or patch. If my operation is like a retrieving, it's like get. And if my operation is like delete, this kind of request methods they are going to use or not. Now this is not like a, okay, mandatory. For example, if it is like a update, you should have to use put method only and patch method only. No, not like that. If it is like a post also, you can perform update operation, but recommended to use like what, updation is like a put or patch, insertion, post. Recommended methods are those. Understood everyone? So as a UI developer, as a UI engineer, if you want to connect with the backend application, what mandatory inputs are required? URL and method. That URL and method who share to my client application? The URL and the method who shared, server side guy or not. Once you have the URL and method, by using which technique from the client he is going to connect with the server side application? By using which technique my client is going to connect with the server side application? Come on, by using which technique?
Ajax.
Using Ajax or not? By using Ajax, my server side guy. Okay, my server side guy is going to give the URL and method. By using Ajax, my client side person is going to connect with the server side guy or not. Now, my client connected with the server application. Terminology wise, what we can say? My client communicate with the server side guy. Terminology wise, what we can say? Request. My server side guy is going to connect with the client side guy. Terminology wise, what we can say?
Response.
Response or not. Yes or no? So my client send a request and my server side guy give the response or not. Okay. Now my question is very simple, straight question. In your own words, tell me. Once my client send a request to the server, what my server side guy is going to take? Okay, that means what kind of responsibilities he is going to handle. My server side guy responsibilities, tell me. Server developer responsibilities. Come on. One is like client send a request. Who has to receive the request?
Server receive
Receive the
the
request or not.
request.
Once he receive the request, what is the next step?
Validation.
Okay, the validations. If you want to validate, first of all, what you required? Data, right? Data, right? Okay, validations on, okay, where you are going to perform the validations? Validations we are going to perform on data, na? Yes or no? So that, okay, my data, how my client is going to pass? My data, how my client is going to pass? Come on, my data, how my client is going to
Through
pass?
URL.
Yeah, the channel is request, right? Request you. Okay, request channel only. Okay, if data is required, he is going to pass the data or not? Yes or no? Not only URL. Okay, URL you can pass query parameters and path parameters. Okay, request body you can pass. Request header also you can pass it or not. Everything we are going to pass through request. The channel, the communication channel is what? Request only or not? Client send a request. The communication channel is what? Request only or not? Yes or no? Come on. Okay, so once my server side guy receive the request, he has to take the data from where? Take the data from a request or not? If my channel is request, through channel only, right? We are going to pass the data. Next, what is the next one? Come on.
Connect with the DB.
Okay, you have to take the data and validate the data. Okay, once validated the data, this data, for example, if you want to insert or whatever it may be, okay, you have to connect with the database or not. Once you connect with the DB, what is the next one? Okay, you have to perform required operations or not? Required operations. Once you perform the required operations, okay, next one is like what? Come on. He has
Prepare
to,
the rest.
okay, he has to prepare the response and give the response back or not. Okay, give it back to client or not. Yes or no? Now, my question is like, this is which kind of action? Sending the request to and getting the response as per client. Okay, this is which kind of action? Asynchronous action or not?
Yes.
With respect to client, just think, okay, sending the request and receiving the response is like which kind of action? Asynchronous action or not? Can anyone tell me why I said like this is like an asynchronous action? What is asynchronous action? Can anyone? Which action we can say like an asynchronous action?
We
Because
don't know the response time exactly.
Yeah, very simple. Okay, with respect to you, you are the client now. Okay, just you people are like thinking like a client. Okay, which application? Okay, which action we can say like an asynchronous action means? For example, think there has one action is there. You don't know how much time it will take. Simply, you don't know how much time it will take to complete that action. At the same time, you don't know whether it is like gives me the success response or failure response also. Okay, one action is there. That particular action, I don't know how much time it will take to complete. I don't know whether it is gives me the success response or failure response. That kind of actions, what we can say? Yes, synchronous action with respect to that person. Now see here. In this case, we can think. You send a request. Who received the request? Who received the request? Server
Server.
certificate. Okay. Who processed the request? Server
Server.
certificate,
Sir.
right? Now, my client know or how much time it will take? Is my client know how much time it will take?
No.
No, don't know, right? Why? Because who is doing that work? Server side guy. Who is doing that work? That guy knows how much time it will take. But I'm not doing work. Okay, then the time how I can come to know how much time it will take? Yes, no. So with respect to my client, one action, okay, you are sending the request. That action, I don't know how much time it will take. So you requested something. Do you think like always you are getting like a success response only? Do you think like that? I asked something to you. Yeah, I get the always success response from you. No,
No.
na?
No.
that
Sometimes failure also or not. So the action with respect to client, I'm talking about one action. Okay, don't know how much time it will take. Don't know whether it is gives me the success response or failure response. That kind of actions, what we can say. That kind of actions, what we can say. Asynchronous
Asynchronous.
actions or not. Those asynchronous actions in my client application, how we can handle those asynchronous actions in my client application, how we can handle by using Ajax or
Promises.
not. Yes or no? Sending the request. Ajax stands for what?
Asynchronous JavaScript and
Asynchronous
XML.
JavaScript and XML or not? Okay. Now the same action, do you think like with respect to server side guy, is it like asynchronous? The same action with respect to server side guy, is it like asynchronous action? No. Why? Because I am doing the work. I know, okay, how much time it will take. I know, okay, whether I can complete or not. So one action is there with respect to one person, that may be asynchronous action. With respect to another person, the same action may not be. Yes, no. Got my point, everyone? One action with respect to one person, that may be asynchronous action. The same action with respect to another person, that may not be asynchronous action. Okay, everyone. So for good. So my server application, where it is running now, can I run that server application? How we can run that? Npm start is the one. Npm start is the command. Now it is running like what? By using nodemon it is running or not? Okay, if you run by using nodemon internally, it is like what? Using which command is using to run the JavaScript file? To run the JavaScript file outside the browser, which command? Who is going to provide
Node.
it? The environment node only the command or not? Finally, the node only the command. So my server application is running on which port number in my local host? Which port number it is running? Local host
2020.
2020 is the port number or not? 2020 is the port number. Okay, so my server application is run. That's okay, fine. Now tell me, localhost 2020, if I know the address, okay, I can reach up to my server application only or not? But in my
Yes.
server application, okay, it's like a school management system application. Here, there has multiple functionalities I handled. Student related functionality I handle with student.js. Fee related functionality I handled in the fee.js, and mocks related functionality I handled in the mocks.js. Now tell me, as per your requirement, you want me to reach to server application first. From there, which file you want me to go? Which file you want me to reach? Get the data, students data. Come on, get the students data.
Students.
Students file, fee file, mocks file. Students data I want is nothing but my students file or not? Yes, no? Okay, so once you come to server application, from the server application, you have to reach to your respective file or not? Yes or no? So can you come here? Okay, I want to create one student.js file to handle all student related. Okay, I want to handle, okay, student related functionalities in one student.js file. So now this is the time to work with routes section. So can I create one file? What is the file name? Students.js file. Okay, na? I already told to you which file is the root file in your Node with Express application. Which file is the root file? Which file is
app.js.
.js or not? In the app.js, directly or indirectly, each and every file is going to load here or not? The views section is one file, public is there, and route section also. See this? There has a route section. Now I created a new file so that that file also you have to register here or not? Yes or no? Now the question is, this particular student file, if you want to reach this student file address is required or not? That means you have to mention one path for this particular file or not? Agreed, everyone? Come on. So I have a file. Okay, let me get that file here. Let me get that file. How we can get it? ES6 below require in the route section. In the route section, students is my file. Students is my file. See, just follow the naming convention what he already used. Okay, std route or something like this. I written. This is the file. To this particular file, I want to add the path or not. So users file and index file, they already added the paths. Same like this, can I add for my student file also? So how we can add it? Come on, the syntax. App dot use the file is student router. The path is like what? You can mention anything based on your requirement. How you want, you can mention. Yes or no? Now tell me, for this particular student router file, what is the path? To this particular student router file, the path is like what?
Class
std path.
Yesterday.
Std is the path or not? Now, if I know the path std, localhost 2020 is nothing but I can reach up to here. If I know the std path also, I can reach up to this particular file or not? Yes or no? Now tell me, in this particular file, what kind of functionality I handled? In this particular file, what kind of functionality I handled? Come on.
Register.
Okay, student registration I handle, student updation I handle, student deletion I handle, get students I handle, like this multiple functionalities I handled. As per your requirement, functionality is nothing but where we can write in the functions only, na? Functionality where we can write in the functions only or not? Yes or no? So that which function you want me to execute? Register function, update function, delete function, get student function, as per your requirement. Which function you want me to execute? Which function you
Registration.
want me to execute? Huh?
Register.
No. Get the students, right? Your functionality is what? Your requirement is what? There has, okay, how to create REST API using Node.js Express. So, okay, the requirement is like what? I have one database, okay, inside this one student collection is there. There has 50 students over there. I want to get the students data, not like save, right? Endpoint. So if it is like a get the student, this particular file, right? Okay, that means this particular function has to execute or not. Yes or no? If it is like registration, this one, updation, this one, delete this one, your wish, your wish. Okay. Yes, no, come on.
Yes.
Tell me. Okay, this is the one you have to execute. Now you are here now. From here, if you want to go here, again you need a path or not. Again, you need the path. So how we can get the path? Again, you need to give the path or not. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. Now, one is like path. Another one is like what kind of functionality you handle here on the database? What kind of functionality you are handling on the database?
Get the
Getting
data.
data.
Okay, retrieving operation, right? So that the method is like what? Get. So you should have to handle three things here if you observe. Okay. One is like, come on, three things you have to handle. One is like your request method you have to handle. Next, the path you have to mention. The next, to write the functionality, one function also required or not. Total three things you have to handle. Understood everyone?
Yes.
Yes or no? So for that, okay, in the student.js, can we write one simple endpoint? So let's go. How we can write the endpoints means very simple. First of all, can I get the express? Can I get the express? Okay, you can get the express. So where express, this syntax everyone knows, right? Okay, ES6 below, it's like import statement or not. In the express, we have one router method is there. Router method is there to handle all your endpoints. Okay, now you can write all the endpoints here. Finally, you have to export it or not. ES6 below, how we can export? Module dot exports your router or not. Yes or no? Now here you can write your endpoints. Now tell me your endpoint, which kind of request method? Come on, your
Get.
requirement. Okay, requirement, get the data. So what is the request method? Get, right? So in my router, okay, we have the method called as get is there. So this is my get method. Done. Okay, three things we have to cover, right? So that first one is covered or not? Get. What next we need to cover? Path and function. Path and function. So my get method first argument is what? My first argument is like a path. What is the path? My second argument, what? It's like a, okay, see here, the rest parameter handlers is nothing but handle some functionality. How we can handle the functionality? By using function only or not? Yes or no? By using some function only or not? Agreed? See, three things covered or not? So request method is what? Request method is what is the request method? Get.
Get.
The path, get student. And to handle the function, what is the handle the functionality? What is my function? This is my function or not? So as we discussed, the three things, okay, the request method, get to, path to, function, all are like covered here or not? Get to, path to, function. Yes, no? Come on.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Can anyone tell me, by seeing this syntax, this function, can I say like a callback?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes
sir.
or no? By seeing this syntax, can I say this is like a callback? What is callback? Okay, it's like a function just we passed as an argument to another function or not? Yes
Yes.
or no? Okay, now this particular function we are giving to whom? We are giving to whom?
Get.
This particular function we are giving to this get, right? So one function I given to you, what you will do? If I give the function to you, what you can do?
We
You
can
will
call
call
it.
it, right? Call it, right? Same, might get also call this particular function or not. Now the possibilities tell me, while calling a function, there may be a chance of passing the data or not. Yes, no? So my question is, my get method call this callback by passing how many parameters? That is the question.
2.
Total how many parameters? My get call this callback by passing how many parameters means 3 parameters. One is like request, another one is like response, the next one is like next, the next one is like next. Understood everyone?
Yes.
So can anyone tell me who received the request?
Server.
Server side guy, right? Okay, once you receive the request, you have to hold that request or not. That request you hold by using the first argument. So the first argument is the request object which is given by the client or not. Okay, so this is my request object which is coming from client. Can anyone tell me from the request object what you can do? By using request object, what we can do? Through request object, they are going to pass what? Data, na? Data, na? Okay, that may be query string parameters, request.query, that may be path parameters, request.params, that may be body, request.body, that may be headers, request.headers. Like this, we can retrieve different formats data from my request object or not. Yes, no? Agreed, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay, what about the response? What about the response? This response object server side only. Okay, just to prepare the response, we have some responses there. That response you have to send it to the client, right? So that this is used for what? To send your response information, response data to the client. We are going to use this response object. Okay, if you want to pass it, okay, you have to pass through one channel, right? That channel is what? Response channel or not? Communicate server to client. Understood everyone? What about the next in the name itself? Second argument of your get is what? Second argument of your get. Get second
URL.
argument is what? So again,
URL.
second argument of get. First argument URL now. Get first argument is what? URL. Second argument is what?
Callback function.
Callback function. But see, if I write router.get, if I write something like this, now see the helper. Okay, now can you see this? My get method first argument is what? Path. What is the type? What is the type? String type. My second argument is what?
Handler.
Handlers. Dot handlers. Dot if you write in your function argument, that is what?
Rest operator.
Okay, it's a rest parameter or not. If you write outside the function arguments dot, that is like a spread operator or not. Yes or no? Okay,
Yes.
now rest parameter. The second argument is what? My get second argument is like rest parameter. Now tell me when you can go with the rest parameter of your function. When you can go? When you can go with the rest parameter?
When we don't know how many arguments we will
Yeah,
get.
perfect. Okay, now I have a function is there. Okay, if you write something like this, okay, now a comma b if I write, okay, then while calling my function 10 comma 20, I can pass it. Two arguments I can pass it or not. Sometimes if you get like a 3 arguments, is it handle your 3 arguments? Is it handle a b? Okay, the second or third one is not handled or not. Now by using rest parameter, what we can do is just we can hold any number of values or not, any number of parameters or not. Yes, no?
Yes.
Okay, now it represents what? It represents like multiple values or not. Yes or no? Multiple parameters it can hold. Okay, here also the second parameter is what? Second parameter is what? It's a rest handler. Handler is which type? Handler is which type? Handler is which type? It's a function type.
Function type.
Function type. So rest handlers is nothing but multiple functions or not. So my get first one is like get std. My second one is like one handler. My next one also, can I write one more handler? My next one also, can I write one more handler? Like this, how many handlers you can write? Any number of handlers you can write it or not? Yes, no? Come on.
Yes.
Got my point? Now, why these many handlers? In which case, each and every handler, any number of handlers you can write. Every handler called by passing how many parameters? Yes, exactly 3 parameters only. 3 parameters only. Exactly 3 parameters only. Response next. Understood? Now, when you can go with multiple handlers means very simple. Okay, there is one task is there, one person is not able to handle. Okay, then the time, okay, he can handle like 30%. Okay, can he delegate to the next person? Possibility there or not there? He handle like 30%. Can he delegate it to next person? So next person is like finally he can give the response or not? Yes, no. Possibility there or not there?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now how they can delegate? For example, okay, here there has some data is there. There has some data is there. Okay, this is my name is like Sachin is my data. This data, this data, this data, I want to delegate to this guy. Okay, next function. Okay, if we write like this response dot send, response dot send. Okay, this response go to where? Can anyone tell me? This response go to where?
Client.
Go to my client or not? This response go to my client. Okay, what is my response? My response is what?
Name.
Name Sachin. So tell me the URL, the full-fledged URL to access, to consume this endpoint. Can anyone guess? Full-fledged URL. What is my URL? Come on. What is the URL? My URL is what? HTTP. Come on. Localhost
2020.
slash 2020 is nothing but you can come to Node REST app. From
STD.
there, you have to go to which
Student.
file? Student.js file. What is the path for the student.js file?
STD.
STD. So that, okay, you can come to STD. From the STD, there is multiple functionalities I handled. Where you want me to go?
Get STD.
Get is STD or not? This is my full-fledged path or not? What is the URL? This is the URL. What is the method? What is the method?
Get.
Get is my method or not? Yes or no? Get is my method or not? Agreed? So if you have this URL and method, can we test it?
Yes.
If you test it, you should have to get like what? This endpoint, okay, this is response or not? How we can test that endpoints and everything? Okay, can I use like a Postman tool? It's a software, just you can use this one. It's a open source software, just you can install and you can open. So whenever you open, the user interface is looks like this. The user interface is looks like this. You can go to the new, okay, HTTP one. I want to test it. Get what is the URL? What is the URL? Already you mentioned na?
Yeah.
This is my URL or not? This is the URL. Let's go to Postman. Now you can write the URL. What is the method name? Get is the method name or not? Get is the method name. Now if you come here, can I send? Now you can get the output is like Sachin or not? Yes, no?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, now for example, I want to delegate this response to next function. Okay, so that you should not give the response back to the client. Now I want to delegate this one to the next level, right? So which method you want me to use? Next is the method. Next is the method. Understood, everyone? Next is the one. Okay, whenever you call like next, then then what happened? Okay, now it is going to execute like what? It is like execute like what? This function, delegate this one to this function or not? This function or not? Where, okay, now name equals to srt. Now here you can send my response dot send off, okay, my name. My response dot send off my name. Okay, this one is leave it. Now tell me, you delegate, that means you performed some operation here. Once everything is okay, then only I call another function or not. Best example, what you know, whenever you send a request to the URL, you are like an authorized person or not? I want to check here. Once authorized person, then only go to the next function to handle your actual functionality or not. That kind of functionality you can write it or not. Yes, no? Now see, okay, that is delegate to the next level so that, okay, my response dot send of name. So this function is executed or not. Agreed? Like this, any number of nexts. Okay, that means any number of handlers you can write it or not. One handler to another handler, how we can go? One handler to another handler, how we can go? By
Yes.
calling next function or not. Agreed, everyone? Come on.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Now, if it is like a REST handler, okay, REST function, REST parameter, 0 to any number. So if you want to, okay, 0, 0, 1. If you want 1, 1, 2, any number of handlers, you can write it. Okay, for now, as per our requirement, only one is enough. Just think like that. Agreed? Okay, then. Now, what is the next requirement? Our goal is like what? Come on, our goal is like what? Here is the one. Receive the request and take the data from the request and validate the data. Okay, this one, okay, we are not sending any data. So the next step is like what? Connected with the DB or not? Yes or no? I want to connect with the database. So how we can connect with the database? If you want to connect with the database, somewhere your DB server is supposed to be run or not? Your MongoDB should run in one server or not? Tell me what is server? Every time I'm telling like server, right? What is server? What is server? Okay, server is nothing but it's a mission. It's normal mission only, right? Okay, which is not shut down. It is always up and run or not? Yes or no? So my MongoDB software has to run in one mission. So that if you want to connect with that one, okay, you can get that mission IP address or mission address, okay, so that we can connect with that MongoDB server or not. So first of all, I want to run the MongoDB, I don't want to run in my local machine. Just I want to go with the cloud Mongo. So how we can go with the cloud Mongo? Very simple. Okay, here you can go. Come on, mongodb.com. Anyone knows how we can use the cloud Mongo? Let's go to mongodb.com. This is the official website for MongoDB. Once you go to the mongodb.com, now see there is a sign in. Okay, I already registered. If you're not registered, don't worry. Just you can go with the Google or GitHub, or if you have an account, just you can log in with that account. So I already have the account. Just let's go and log in. Once you log in, and the code, the code is 55003. 55003. Okay, now just you can log in. Once you logged in, the user interface looks like this. My user interface looks like this. Okay, I don't want to use like my local MongoDB. Just I want to use like a cloud Mongo. That's it. Just I want to use like a cloud Mongo. Done? Okay, then. The next one is like here, there has multiple projects are there. Na? See this, there is a project section is there. Okay, just you can create, okay, one project. For example, just you can go with a new project. It's like a free account. Sometimes, okay, you need to delete the existing ones. Okay, so my project is like workshop, and you can give the key values. Okay, for just tagging purpose, recognition purpose, you can use these key values if you want. Those are like an optional only. Just you can do click, okay, and ask him to create the project. Okay, done. They created a project. First of all, our goal is like what? My MongoDB software should run in one mission or not? For that purpose, I want to create one mission. What is this one? Create cluster. Can anyone tell me what is cluster? Terminology wise, what is cluster? Okay, don't worry. Cluster also mission only, but multiple missions they are going to place in one place. Okay, multiple missions work for the same cause. Okay, all the missions work for same cause, storing the data of this particular application. Multiple missions, one mission not. Multiple missions work for the same cause. Those are like what clusters we can say. Now I want to create a cluster is nothing but you are creating like a mission only. Okay, just create a mission. Okay, now See this, it's like, okay, commercial, hourly, okay, but this is like a free, so that you can choose free one. Now, cluster is nothing but mission. I said somebody has to give the mission, right? Mission is nothing but some RAM is required, some hard disk is required. Okay, like that, right? So here, see, the storage is like 512 MB hard disk and the shared RAM they provided for free of cost to you or not. So, from whom you want me to take it? You can choose your service provider from AWS. These many people ready to provide you this particular service to you for free of cost. Okay, you can choose the provider. AWS, Cloud, Google Cloud, Azure, your wish, your wish. Who want, you can choose. Okay, these all people provided you a mission for free of cost. Okay, now you can see AWS I selected, just create the deployment. Now they are creating you one mission for you. Now they are creating you one mission. Now that mission username and password is required or not? Yes is username. Step up is my password. Create the DB user. Choose the connect method. Choose the connect method. Now you want to connect from where? You can choose here. Okay, that is later. Now see here, you want to connect this particular external mission from which IP address? Okay, currently my IP address is this one. Tomorrow, if I shut down and restart my mission, my IP address is going to change. So that you can do one thing. The mission which is provided by AWS people can access from anywhere. Like that, you can give the network access. Now see here, the network access, add IP address. Okay, now allow access from anywhere. Just do confirm. Now this one you can delete it. Now there is no specific IP address I mentioned here, so that my mission, which is provided by the AWS people, can access from anywhere. Okay, now once my AWS people provided the mission, what my MongoDB people are going to do, you know, they are going to do the setup of MongoDB. MongoDB software they installed. They installed. Who will take care? You are not the person. Those people only take care. Okay, now my mission is ready and my MongoDB also installed. MongoDB also installed. Now this is the time to connect. This is the time to connect. Can I connect? Yes. I want to connect with some of tools over there. Compass is the tool frequently used to connect with your MongoDB servers. So if it is like MongoDB Compass, now see here, this is my connection URL. This is my where my Mongo server is running or not. Copy this one. Now let's go to Compass. This is my Compass. Now you can create, okay, this Compass is nothing but what, you know, it's like open source software only, just you can install Compass. Mongo Compass, it's a open source software. It's a tool which is used to connect with your MongoDB servers. That is local, that is cloud, whatever it may be. Okay, if you have the URL, you can connect it. Okay, now I want to connect. Okay, what is the URL? This is my URL. What is the password? VTS is my username. Step up is my password. Okay, what is the name you want me to give? Any name you can give, user-friendly name, workshop. Okay, just you can save and connect. Now my workshop is like connected or not? Yes or no? In my workshop, this is, you can say, like a MongoDB server. MongoDB server is nothing but your cluster name. In this, there is multiple databases or there by default, physical databases. You can create your own database later. Okay, admin is one database or not. Okay, local is one database, and config also. There is multiple databases over there. Okay, each and every database, okay, has some collections. Now see here, okay, there has some collections, something like this or not. There has some collections over there. Okay, now there is another, now you can check. Okay, there has some collections over there. Each and every collection has what? Each and every collection has what? Some documents or not. Each and every collection has some documents. Understood, everyone? Got my point? So now I want to create my own database or not. Shall we create the database? Shall we create the database? Just create the database. What is my database name? SMS is the database. What is my collection name? What is my collection name?
Students.
Students is my collection. Students is my collection. Can I do the create? Okay, at this moment, okay, there is no, come on, at this moment there is no documents, nothing. Okay, if you want to insert the document, just you can insert it. Okay, directly you can add the document with a JSON or CSV file, or you can insert the document. You can insert the document manually also, you can insert it. Okay, just you can insert the document like this. Okay, now here the document is always in which format? In the, come on, in which format?
Object.
Okay, it's like an object format or not. So like this, any number of documents you can insert. Okay, now my name equals to s2, and my roll number equals to, my roll number equals to 2. Done. Two documents inserted or not. Now see, this is the tool. Now this is your actual MongoDB project and everything. Here also you can maintain, there also you can maintain, no problem at all. Okay, now that is like user friendly tool. Okay, if you use this one every time, okay, if you use this one every time, you have to come here and you have to log in and you have to go to the project and go to the cluster and see the data or not, see the data or not, yes or no. Instead of that one, okay, you can use the tools which is used, like you easily we can connect with the servers and you can perform some operations or not, you can perform some operations or not. Now if you go to the browse collections, now see here there has a SMS and my students data, see this inserted or not? I inserted through Compass, both are like in sync only or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no? So that, okay, don't go with this one, don't go with this one. If you want you can go, but we have, okay, tools are there, just you can use those tools. Okay, done. Okay, perfect. Now come on, what is the next one? My MongoDB server is running, not in my mission, outside the mission, wherever it is running, it is not a matter for us. The next one is what? Come on, what is the next one?
Connecting to
Okay,
Node.
you have to connect with your MongoDB server or not. You have to connect with your MongoDB server. Tell me, if you want to connect with your MongoDB server, okay, first of all, okay, you need a client. You need a client who is going to connect with the server, clients only na. If you want to connect with the MongoDB server, you need like a Mongo client. That Mongo client, okay, by default not available in your Node application. You have to install one library to get the Mongo client or not. Okay, what is the library you need to install? MongoDB is the library. Okay, what is the library? Come on, MongoDB. So how we can install? npm install a specific library if you want to install. A specific library if you want to install. How we can install a specific library? npm install, what is the library name?
MongoDB.
MongoDB is the library or not? MongoDB is the library. If you want to install the specific library, you can install like this. Whenever you install the library by using npm install, this library registered where?
Package.
The package.json or not? Downloaded and placed where?
Double
In the node modules folder or not? Okay, the version logged where? In the package log.json or not? Yes, no? Okay, then. Okay, now can I import that? How we can import? Come on. Require MongoDB or not? Require MongoDB. Done. Now, if I want to connect with your MongoDB server, I need a MongoDB client. Can I get the MongoDB client? How we can get the MongoDB client? Okay, now see, from the MongoDB, I want to get the Mongo client. So I have a Mongo client. So let's go to where Mongo client. Mongo client. Yes, I have a Mongo client. My MongoDB server is running in one URL. Okay, in one place, my MongoDB server is running or not? In which place it is running? This is the place or not? So I have a client. My MongoDB server is running in this particular area. So that can I connect with this? So that can I connect with this? So how we can connect? How we can connect? In the Mongo client, we have the method called as a connect is the method. Now, can you mention this URL? Can you mention this URL? That's it. Can you mention this URL? Understood, everyone? Now, my Mongo client.connect returns me what? Can anyone guess? By seeing this helper, Mongo client.connect returns me what?
URL.
No. It's take URL as a parameter. Returns me what? See here, after this colon, it returns me what? A promise, right? Yes or no? So my connect method returns me what?
Promise.
Promise.
A promise or not? A promise or not? If any function returns a promise, how we can retrieve the data from the promise object? It returns me
Using
the
try
promise
catch method.
by using
Try catch method.
try catch.
Then
Dot then method.
By using then by using await
Dot.
keyword or not? Two.
Async await.
Yes or no? One is like by using then. Okay. Success data, then failure data catch. Okay. One is like this by using then. Okay. Then okay by using catch. Okay. It's like failure data and success data we can or not. Yes, no. This is one way. Another way is what? By using
Async await. Async await.
await keyword or not? By using await keyword or not? Okay, can anyone tell me await keyword always follows what? Await keyword always follows what? Always follows promise object and returns me what? And it returns me a success data or not? It returns me some success data, some success data. If it is like a failure, how we can handle? If it is like an await, by using
Catch.
catch. Okay, in the exception handling, we have the catch is there now. Okay,
Yeah.
that catch we are going to use to handle the failure data or not. If you use await, if you use like async, okay, then catch is there already. Yes or no? Okay, inside the function, if you have await
Await.
keyword, okay, that function can I write like
Must be async.
can I write like a async? Can I write like a async? Yes or no? Now tell me, if my client connected with the server without any errors, I can go to this particular section or not? Yes or no? Workshop section or not? I'm able to connect with my server or not? Yes, no. In the server, how many databases are there?
One.
Okay, multiple admin local physical databases. Okay, 1 hours SMS is there. So from my server, I have to go to database. From the database, I have to go to collection. From the collection, you have to get this data or not? Yes, no. So if it is like success, is nothing but you are connecting with what? Your server or not? Agreed up? Come on. From the server, what do you want me to take? What do you want me to take?
Students data.
Database. From the server, workshop is the server. What do you want me to take? Database, SMS. From the SMS, okay, which collection you want me to take?
Students.
Students or not? Students is my collection. Okay, this is my collection or not? Okay, once you have a collection, what do you want me to do? From the collection, what do you want me to do? I want to find the data in the array format or not. Now, find the data without any conditions, all the data required. Now, finally, my to array returns me what again?
Promise.
Promise.
If it is like a promise, how we can get the data again? By using await, by using then or not. So it find the records and gives me the result or not. Once you have the result, this result to whom you have to give? To my client application or not? Then come on, easy. Tell me. Agreed?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Now you have a client, my client connected with the server. Okay. Successfully connected, you can get the server. If it is failure, you can come to the catch. If it is like server, from the server I want to take the database. If you have a database, I want to take the collection. If you have the collection, you can get the data and you can finally give the result back or not. Yes, no. So once you have this result, okay, once you have this result, okay, who can get this result? My client application or not? Yes or no? Who
Yes,
can
sir.
get this result? My client application can get this result or not? So how my client is going to handle? Okay, by using Ajax. By using Ajax, let's create one simple client application too. So how we can create a one simple client application you can create. Okay, if it is like Angular application, ng new, come on, node Angular, Angular node, right? Or just you can any name you can give it. Okay. Now this is the command. Okay, we are going to use to for what? This is the command we are going to use to create your Angular application. Okay, now it is going to create your Angular application. Now you can ask a question. Hey, ng, if it is not there, what you can do? Ng may there, may not be there. If it is not there, you have to install, okay, @Angular CLI command you have to install. Then the time ng is available. Express is not there, what you did? npm install express generator express you install. Na? Same like this, if ng is not there, npm install @Angular CLI. Okay, everything is like commands only. Okay. Okay, now it is running. Just wait for a few seconds. Okay. Okay, now tell me. What about request headers and response headers? Can anyone tell me? Request headers and response headers. Hmm? Headers. Anyone? No one. Multiple times we discussed it already who joined our classes. Any one of you? Hmm?
If you want to pass anything through headers, this we can send the request through headers also. Like we token.
No, no. Okay. Let's okay. Just answer these questions. You can easily. Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Application type, sir, we suggest through headers. Which type of data came from, or which type of data is inserted? Is like JSON or something text.
Okay. Okay. Any other answers? Correct only. Any other answers?
If you can pass any data also through headers like as authentication.
Yeah. Yeah. That is
Right.
about. It's like one kind of
HTTP
data
request
format we are going to
in
pass from
browser.
client to server. That's what, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Okay. If you want to elaborate something more, just answer these questions. Who prepared the request? Who prepared the request? Okay, very simple questions I'm going to ask.
Server
Who
side.
prepared no, no, no. Okay, listen carefully and tell. Who prepared the request?
Client.
Client, right? Yes or no? Send it to the server. Okay, but for example, you are the client at the server. Okay, no? If you want to send it to me, send it is nothing but if you want to give it to me, the request, first you have to prepare, right? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, so who prepared the request? Client.
Client.
Perfect. Who knows, okay, everything about the request? Everything about the request.
Server side.
No. Who prepare? You prepared one item simply. Okay. If you prepared end to end, who knows?
Me only.
You only, right? Then who? Client only, na? Yes, no.
Yes.
Yes or no? Okay. Who received the request?
Server.
Perfect. Okay. Server. Okay. Who used the request?
Server.
Server. Perfect. Who used the request? Server side, right? Before you use it, he should know something about the request or not. Yes or no? Simply.
Yes.
Okay. Before using, he should know. But who knows actually?
Client.
Client. So that my server side guy want to know about the request, but client everything knows. But you know about the request, but I want to know. Okay, if I want to know, okay, I have to approach who knows about that one. Then okay, I have to approach that person only, na? Yes or no? So that as a server side guy, okay, you know about the request. I want to know that the reason I want to approach or not. Otherwise, you can say another way. Okay, you know about the request, na? You are the responsible person to tell about the request or not. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, now my question is like how my client side guy tells something about the request. That is the question. How my client side guy tell about the request, tell something about the request. Come on.
By request headers.
By using request headers, he is going to tell something about request or not. So my request headers tell something about the request. Prepared by whom? Request headers prepared by whom?
Client only.
Client. Read by whom?
Server.
Server side guy. To know something about the request or not? Yes, no.
Yes.
So my request headers always tell something about the request. Okay, what kind of data format? Somebody told na what kind of data format is my request headers? Okay, is giving some data or not? Everything it is going to tell something about the request or not. Got my point?
Yes.
Request headers are going to tell something about the request prepared by client, used by server side.
Server side.
Okay, vice versa. Response headers. Okay, tell me. Prepared by whom? Response.
Server side guy.
Knows about the response who? Who knows about
Client.
the response?
Server.
No. Who knows about the response? Server side.
Server.
Okay, that response go to where?
Client.
Client. Who is going to use the response? Who is going
Client.
to take the client? Before using, he should know something about the response or not?
Yes.
Yes or no? Who has to tell about the response? Server side.
Server side.
How my server side guy is going to tell something about the response? By using
response
response headers or not? Who has to read the response headers?
Client.
Client, to know something about the response or not. Done, simply.
Yes.
Yes or no? Okay, done. Now, yeah, my application created. Let me open that application. Okay, file, new window, file, open recent, not recent, open folder. Where is that? Desktop. Go to the desktop, go to the workshops. Where is that? This is the one. Set the folder. This is my Angular application. So I don't want to go to all each and every file and folder here. Just I want to check it. That's it. Okay, let's go to, okay, if I click on the button, just I want to send a request and get the response, print in the console. That's enough for me. Okay, so I need one button or not. So can I create a button? Okay, get students is my button. Okay, now the next one is what? If I click on the button, right? Okay, I need to execute one function or not. Okay, now this particular function I want to define. Okay, who knows Angular, they can easily understand. Otherwise, just observe. That's it. Our goal is like, are you able to access or not? That is our goal. Okay, now. Okay, done. Now, how we can run this application? How we can run this application? Tell me. Come on. JS applications, if you want to run, we have the command package.json. Okay, in the package.json, see, script section is there. Start is there. Na? Can I use that one? npm start is the command. Okay, instead of PowerShell, can I use the command prompt npm start. npm start. Okay, internally it's like ng serve. Say yes. Okay, now it is running, building your application. Why? Because it's like a TypeScript, okay, converted into JavaScript, right? So it is running on which port number in my local host? Come on, localhost 4200, not 4200 is the port number. So my Angular application is running at 4200. Just wait. Okay, my server application is running where? 2020. My server application is running on 2020. Yes, get students is the one. Now do inspect. If I go to the console, now if I click on the get students, my get users, okay, executed or not, my handler is working. Now what is the next one? I want to send a request to the server. If you want to send a request to the server, can anyone tell me what inputs are required as a client side guy? What inputs are required?
URL and request method.
Okay, yeah, the first one is like URL is required. Okay, the next one is like what? Method is required or not? Who's supposed to provide?
Server
Server.
side.
Server side guy. Okay, my server side guy provided this is the URL. My method is like what? Get is the method. Okay, now once you have the URL method, from my client side, you have to send a request and receive the response or not. So how we can send a request and how we can receive the response? By using which technique?
Ajax.
By using Ajax or not? By using Ajax. Okay, if you want to send a request to the server, okay, by using JavaScript, you can simply use like a fetch method or XML HTTP request. If it is like an Angular, we have one class is there, HTTP client is the class. Okay, so import to HTTP client is the class. Just you can use that class. Okay, now here, if you have a class, if you want to access the members of a class, you have to create an object or not. So you can create an object by using through dependency injection. Okay, whenever you use HTTP client, you need a provider. Okay, in the app config.ts, just you can use the provider import. Okay, HTTP client provider. Import HTTP client provider. Okay, this is the configuration you have to do it. Now here you can use like provider HTTP client. It's a just you can do this. Okay. Now if you come here, I have to send a request to the server now. Okay, so this dot, okay, this dot. Now see HTTP. What is the method name? What is the method name? Get is the method. What is the URL? Come on, what is the URL? This is the URL I used or not? Yes or no? This is an object of which class? HTTP client class or not? HTTP client is coming from where? Angular module. Now, once you send a request to the server, they give the response. Okay, how they are given the response? You know, through promises, sometimes through observables. Okay, through callbacks, something like that. Okay, if it is like an Angular, they're given the response through observables. Okay, if you have a promise object, how we can retrieve the data? By using them. Nah? Same like this, if it is like an observable, we can retrieve the data by using subscribe. So you send a request, you get the response. Do you think like response is always success? Huh? No, nah? Sometimes failure also or not. If it is a success, this callback is going to execute with the next. If it is like a failure, the error one is going to execute. That's it. It's like a simple normal Java, okay, Angular code. Now let me send a request where we can track the request and responses in the network tab or not. Now if I click on the get student, now get the error is like what? Can you read it? Can you read? Calls.
Author.
Yesterday we discussed. See, my browser, what he did, my 2020 person, okay, that means my 4200 person want to connect with the 2020 guy or not? Both are like known persons or unknown persons?
Unknown person.
Unknown persons. Whenever unknown person, my browser send which request? Pre-flight request or not? Whenever my browser send a pre-flight request, okay, now he get the response is like what from my server? No.
No.
Whenever you get like a no, my browser blocked this request or not? Yes or no? Okay, now you have to make your server side application can handle the request from anywhere or not? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, for that purpose, in my server application, you have to do one change. What is that change? You know,
Install
you
cards.
have to install cars is the library. It can handle the request from anywhere or not. Okay, now it is like application level, so that go to your application. Okay, let's import cars first. Let's import the cars. Now here you can use like what app.use of my cars or not. This is only the configuration you have to do it. Okay, once you did this configuration, okay, now can I go here? See, client side I didn't do any change. Okay, client side I didn't do any change. Now if you come to the network, if I do the get students, now see, you can get like 200 success response. Now you can see the data or not? Yes, no?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no? Okay, like that, my client can be any. Okay, it's like an Angular application, okay, React application or Vue application, whatever it may be. He's going to connect or not with that endpoint.
Sir,
Yes.
I have question.
Go ahead.
Sir, security wise, who will be take care? Sir, this is external calling, right?
Yeah. External calling means in the sense.
Uh, Outside of the network, the port number it will be different. Say so that security we need to do any changes, sir, code level.
No, 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 not required here. Okay, but authentication authorization, if you want to handle, okay, just we need to pass. It's a kind of okay tokens and everything. That is only the client side security wise.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, okay, sir. One more. If you want to stop only HTTP, allow only HTTPS is a security, right? So that one we can do anything, sir.
This one SSL certificate, that is.
Okay.
That is SSL. You have to purchase that certificate and you have to bind that one to domain name, right?
Okay. Okay,
Okay,
sir.
that is the configuration in the server where you deployed.
Okay. So okay, that one who will be taken, sir,
Yeah, the
deployment.
deployment purpose, DevOps team will take care.
Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you.
Okay, so this is my Angular, right? Okay, just let's go with simple React application also. Okay, now let me create the React application. Just you can go with the npx create.
Create React.
Okay, this is like deprecated, but you can go with this. Okay, simply. Otherwise, you can go with the Next.js also. Okay, create React app. Your application name is what? React Node workshop. Okay, this is command is not there, so that just I want to execute one time. So npx create React app. Okay, just it is going to create your application. Just you can proceed with this. Now it is going to create one simple React application. Okay, just wait. Now React DOM and React scripts, these are the three libraries minimum required. Okay, if you want to create your application, simply you can go with this. Okay, go to react.dev, the official website. Let's go to the learn React. Let's go to the installation section. Okay, in the installation section, okay, now if you come here, now see this. Okay, this is the command, you have to use it. Create next app is the one. This is the latest, you can go with this one. Okay, routing purpose, this is the one, and native, this is the one, something like this. These are the commands they suggested. Create React app command is deprecated. If it is like an Angular, let's go to the angular.dev. Okay, here the installation section, if you want to go with the Angular, okay, you can use the command is like Angular CLI is the command. Angular CLI is the command. Okay. What's that? Setup installation is there. Just go with this. Now Angular CLI is the command. See this npm install Angular CLI. Then the time this ng is available, ng new, your project name, you can add it. Okay. So it's my React. Okay, let's take
So
some time.
can't we use white tab? Can't we use white tab?
Wait, yeah, you can use it. You can use that is also one more, right? You can create white app. Okay, you can write your application. You can.
So which one is best?
White one is the best. It's like it's take less time only. It's going to create fraction of seconds your application skeleton, and you have to run npm install command, and then you can go with this one. The thing is like, okay, if you observe, only the basic skeleton they are going to give. Okay, remaining business logic and everything you have to write your own.
Okay.
Only the basic skeleton you can get it. Okay, but next only React, then the time it's okay white. But if you want client side rendering as well as server side rendering, suggest you to go with the next. Okay, that the reason. Okay, the official website they mentioned like next only. They not preferred. They not like any white or something. Okay, just they preferred like next in the official website. Okay.
Okay.
So let me open that application file, new window. Okay, go to the file, open folder. Where is that? Desktop. Go to workshop. The workshop. Where is that reactor? This is the one. Let's go to the select. Okay. Now go to this. Okay, still it is. That's it. This much time it's taking create React app. That's okay. So meanwhile, any questions, anyone? So
Sir,
next workshop, you know, right? The next workshop, the REST API we not use. We go with what?
GraphQL.
GraphQL endpoint. Okay. REST we not use. We can go with the GraphQL endpoint. So
Sir,
yeah, go ahead.
here React we can use write the components under the src folders, right? Create the components and next.
Yeah, in the next is also same kind of, but next is like a okay folder based routing. It's going to support. Okay, based on that one, you have to.
Okay, sir.
Okay, it's like folder based routing.
But sir, Next.js is built by Vercel, right? Currently they provide free service, but after some time, if they paid, they provide paid service, then where should we go?
Yeah, in that case, okay, there is no other option for us, right? Okay.
Then
Okay, then
React is yeah,
then the time if you go with the next is a framework. There is no other
right.
option to go with others. Got my point? Okay.
Yeah,
If for example today next is like it's a open source. Okay.
yeah.
You use it like routing. The next what they provided like a folder based routing. No other frameworks or something like this. Same like next structure. So today you use it like next. After a few years they make it like commercial. Then there is no other option for us. Okay. Then you have to change something more routing, folder based routing. For that purpose you have to find some alternate solution like that. There is no other option. Got my point? Okay, but okay, always it's like open source only. Okay, React is typed with next. They mentioned means React is like open source, so that okay, next also obviously that's like open source only. So this is my React application. My React application is going to run localhost 3000 is the port number. Na? Localhost 3000 is the port number. Okay. Now, where you want me to write the code? In the source. Okay, this is my component. So whatever you have, I don't want, just you can delete it. Okay. I want one button. Okay. Who knows React? Just help me. Get the users. Now here I need one on click function get users. So
Users.
can I write a constant function get the users. Okay.
Users.
Now I want to send a request or not. Okay, which
Yes.
one you want me to go? Either you can go with fetch or something else. Okay,
Yes.
we have anxious libraries there now. So shall I go with the anxious? Okay, npm install anxious is the
Yes.
library. Okay, so let's go. So here also we require like URL and request method now. As a client, you require like what? URL and request method.
Yes.
Can I copy this one? Can I paste here? Okay, done. Now my access is there. Can I go to the package.json? Yes. So can I go to the app.js? Yes. Shall I go here? Import anxious. Okay, let's go. Anxious dot get.
Access dot
Okay,
get here.
get. Okay, my anxious dot get returns me what?
Promise object.
Promise object or not. Whenever it's like a promise object, you want me to go with either away
Await or
or,
dot then.
or then. Shall we go with the then this time?
Okay.
Okay, done.
Hmm.
Okay, if it is like failure, you can use like a catch.
Catch.
Otherwise, if it is like a failure, you can go with my then second function also or not.
Hmm.
My then, okay, my then second argument also gives me the failure response or not. But you can best approach is like you can go with the catch. Okay, now done. Now shall I go to this? Now inspect it. Now go to the network. Now if I click on the get users and request go to the server, and you can see the response or not.
Hmm.
Yes.
Okay, this is the way you can consume simple endpoint by using Angular, by using React. Okay, any questions, anyone?
Sir, if any request fail na, then we can store one file, right? How we can like
Yeah,
log.
if any request is like failed, then the time we are going to use like some interceptors concept. Interceptors concept. Whenever the request failed, okay, for example, it's like 5,000 error, 401 error, or something else, or 500, I mean. Okay, then that time, just we are going to redirect to that particular page. Okay, error page, error route. Okay, now whenever you get like a 401, now my interceptor is going to redirect to this particular route. Every route is going to bind with one page, right? Every route is going to bind with one component or not. That
Yes.
time, if my route is like error, that particular error component is going to load in the browser.
Okay. This one we can do in React, sir.
Yeah, in,
Server.
in the React we can do it. In
Okay.
Angular also we can do it. The same concept is like same.
Okay. Based on the response
Based on the
status,
response, yes, where
we
you
can
want
call the
to,
component.
yeah, route to that particular okay page. That page
Okay.
is binding with one component. That route is
Oh,
binding with one component.
okay.
Okay, next.
Sir, you use that next function. So in real time, when we use that next
Yes.
function,
Okay, perfect. Now in the real time where we are going to use means, okay, say, don't save it. Now take one application, backend application. Okay, in the backend application, there is multiple endpoints are there. One is like login endpoint, another one is like register endpoint, another one is like get users endpoint. Okay, another one is like get students, for example, students endpoint. Another one is like a save student endpoint. Okay, now these are the endpoints are there. Now, among those endpoints, four endpoints are there, which are like public, which are like private, protected, I means. Hmm?
login and registration are public.
Yes. Okay. Login and registration is like public. So anybody can log in, try to log in. Anybody can register simply. Okay.
Oh.
Okay. That is like a public endpoints, for example. See, get the students to save students. Okay. Do you want me to give the chance to register the student outside people?
No,
No.
No, right? Okay. Okay. Specific authentication, authorization is required or not? Get
Hmm.
student. Do you want me to allow the students list to outside students? That means outside schools or colleges. My
No.
students information I want to state. No. Okay, so these two are like protected endpoints. These two are like a public or not. So public endpoints, if you know the URL and the request method, directly you can send the request and get the response or not. Yes or no? Yes or no?
yes,
Okay,
Yes.
so if it is like a protected endpoint, okay, or private endpoint or protected endpoint, then the time, if I give the chance to directly, if I give the chance to directly consume that endpoint, okay, the problem you understood, right? You given the chance to save the student by outside people or not? Yes, now
Yes, sir.
you should not give like that. So the save student functionality I written here, 10 lines of code I written, this is one function. But before executing the save student functionality, okay, before that I need to check, okay, one more thing. What is that one? Whether you are like an authorized person or not, you have to check it or not. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes or
sir.
no? Okay, authorized person is nothing but, okay, once you log in as like an admin, the token I'm going to authenticate here. You are like a valid user or not. If the token is like a invalid token, from here itself, I want to send the response back. You are not an authorized person. If token is valid, then only the next person, the next function execution I want to allow. Okay, so how many functionalities you handle here? Two functionalities, right? So that, okay, can I write my endpoint is like this? Okay, my router dot post, okay, save, my router dot post save std. Okay, whenever you hit that one, my first function I want to use for what? For authorization purpose. If my next, okay, that means each and every, okay, line, that means my user token and his username, okay, something, everything is okay, then only I want to execute, okay, I want to allow the next function or not, then only I want to allow the next next function. This is the one, right? Okay, so here it is like failed. Okay, you are sending the response like unauthorized user. Everything is like success. I am going to give the permission to execute the next function. Here my actual functionality is what? Save the student data or not. Understood?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yeah.
This one, how we can do, sir, in code?
Which one?
That authentication first function, right? You told.
Yeah. See, whenever the user logged in as like an admin, we generated a token and send the token to the client. Okay, for every request, my client has to send the token. Now,
Oh,
he send the token, I stored the token, right? Both are like matching. Then I can say he's like a valid user. If the token is not matched, he is not a valid user.
so that function we can write in our server side,
Yeah,
right?
server side, create the token. We have to write in the server side and send it to the client at the time of login authentication. My client is going to store the token in the local storage or session storage or cookies, most of the times cookies. Okay. Now, for every next level request, my client is going to send the token. Once I get the token, okay, most of the times we are going to send the token through headers. I get the token, that token and this saved token, both are like valid, okay, both are like matched. I can understand like that is a valid user, otherwise not.
Okay.
Okay. If you want, okay, next session, maybe we'll take that once.
Sir, could you please share this video, recorded video
Yeah,
link with
recorded
us?
videos will send. We'll send.
Okay. And yesterday,
Yeah, both will send today.
yeah.
Okay.
Sir, how can we get this recording?
Yeah, you are from Step Up or VTS?
Step up.
Step Up. Okay, I'm going to share you the link. Share the links to Step Up admin so that they are going to. Okay, you can get it. Otherwise, you can do one thing. We have the WhatsApp channel. Okay, and the VTS
BTS.
group. Okay, let's go to VTS school. Okay, now go to this. Okay, here to join the WhatsApp group is there. No? Okay, if you join this one directly, we are going to share. Okay, this for free workshops WhatsApp group only. Okay, if you join in this one directly, we are going to share the links. Okay, if you're not also, we are going to share that video links to Step Up admin. Okay.
To whom? To Akshay, sir.
Second.
Uh,
Yeah, Akshay.
to,
Akshay on the contact person. Yes.
okay, sir.
Yep.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thanks. Any questions, anyone? Okay then. Thank you guys. Thanks for joining.
Yeah, thank
Thank
you,
you,
sir.
sir.
Thanks, sir.
Thank you, sir.